Text frames never seem to be exactly the size you want them to be, especially when you need to add text at the last minute. Fortunately, InDesign offers some great and easy ways to control the size of text frames quickly, even automatically. In this roof flyer document from the exercise files folder, I can see that this text frame, the one with the word art in it, is slightly too large. Now, it doesn't technically matter that it's too large, but maybe I'm trying to clean my document up and I make this a little bit smaller. Unfortunately, when I do that, the text becomes overset. I just made it too small. So how big should this text frame be? I'll go ahead and make this larger again, and I'm going to use a feature that will fit the frame exactly to the size of the text. While this text frame is selected, I'll go to the Object menu and I'll choose from the Fitting submenu. I'm going to choose Fit Frame to Content. You'll see there's even a keyboard shortcut there that you could use, Command-Option-C on Mac or Control-Alt-C on Windows. But honestly, I rarely use the menu item or the keyboard shortcut. Instead, I use a really cool different shortcut. Let me click out here and I'll show you. I'm going to double-click on a side handle or a corner handle of this frame. That's all you need to do. Whenever you double-click on a corner handle or a side handle, it automatically fits the frame exactly to the size of the text. Let's see this in action in a different way. I'm going to select this text frame in the upper right corner of the page, and I'm going to Option double-click or Alt double-click on Windows to open the Text Frame Options dialog box. And I'm going to change the inset spacing of this to, say, 9 points. Click OK, and you can see that now we have inset spacing, but we also have an overset frame. That's okay. I'll make it a little bit larger by dragging this side handle down. Well, now I have too much space at the bottom of the frame, so how do I make sure that I have the same amount of space at the top and the bottom? Easy. Just double-click on that side handle at the bottom. Do that, and it snaps right up, so there's exactly the right amount of space to fit the text in. Not too much, not too little, and now I'm sure that I have the same amount of space at the top and bottom of the frame. Of course, the problem is when I have to go in there and edit the text. If I had to edit the text, I'd have to go and change the size again, and then I'd edit the text some more and have to change the size again, and so on. It's really tedious. What I really want is for the text frame to grow or shrink accordingly so that it always fits the text inside of it. Fortunately, InDesign can do that. It's a feature hiding inside the Text Frame Options dialog box. So I'm going to select that from the Object menu, Text Frame Options, and now I'm going to choose the Auto Size tab up here at the top of the Text Frame Options dialog box. Right now, auto sizing is set to off, so I'm going to change it to height only. That means it'll make the text frame taller or shorter based on how much text it has in it. Next, I need to tell InDesign what to anchor, what not to move within this text frame. Right now, it's set to the top. So the top is going to stay where it is, and the bottom will move up or down based on how much text I have in the frame. I'm going to do just the opposite. I want to anchor the bottom and have the top of the text frame resize. I can also choose a minimum height if I want to by turning this checkbox on, and that means InDesign should never let this frame get smaller than a certain height. I'm going to say 10 picas. I'll click OK, and it doesn't look like anything's changed, but if I double-click inside this frame, that changes to the Type tool, and now I can start typing. I'll just hit Enter and start typing away here, and you'll see that the text frame grows automatically. If I select this text and delete it, it shrinks again. The text frame will grow and grow until it's pushed all the way off the pasteboard, and only then will I get overset text. I'm going to do the same thing to this text frame at the bottom, the one that says Reinvented. I'll click inside of it, press Command-B or Control-B to open the Text Frame Options dialog box, go to Auto Size, and this time I'm going to set auto sizing to width only. That's because I don't want to change the height in this case, I want to change the width. And I'm going to say anchor it in the center. Keep the center of the text frame where it is and change the left and the right sides. I'll click OK, and I'll click at the beginning of this word, and I'm going to put the word super in here. And you can see that both the left and the right sides of this text frame move, and all the text fits. It won't overset. Whether you're trying to make your own documents more flexible or creating an InDesign template for someone else to use, making good use of these auto-size frames can be so helpful. It minimizes the chance of overset text and it maximizes your efficiency.